In this video, we're going to take a look at MacLaurin polynomials, and a MacLaurin polynomial looks like this. First thing I want to point out is how to tell what degree your MacLaurin polynomial is. So your degree corresponds with the exponent. So if I write my MacLaurin polynomial out this far, that would be a third degree MacLaurin polynomial. If I come up one short, that would be a second degree, and so on. Back here, this would be what's known as your general term. Finding the general term is usually the most difficult item to do because you have to look for patterns. So let's take a look and find the first 5 MacLaurin polynomials. For f of x is e to the x. Well, to start off with, you start with your function f of x is e to the x, and you take a series of derivatives. Since we want the first 5 terms, let's take a look at the first derivative, which is e to the x, the second derivative, which is e to the x, the third derivative, which is of course e to the x, the fourth derivative, which of course is e to the x. Now notice we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 terms, so that will get us out to the first 5 MacLaurin polynomials. Now what we want to do is we want to plug in a 0, since a MacLaurin polynomial is always about 0, and let's get some values. So if I do f of 0, I get e to the 0, which is 1, and of course all of the subsequent values are also going to be 1, since it's the same thing over and over and over again. So once we have those values, we can go ahead and start writing our Taylor polynomials. So first one is going to be just 1. Our first degree Taylor polynomial then would be 1 plus 1x. Our second degree Taylor polynomial would be 1 plus 1x plus 1x squared. Our third degree Taylor polynomial would be 1 plus 1x plus 1x squared. Oh, should have a 2 factorial under there. Sorry about that. Plus 1x cubed over 3 factorial. And then lastly, we would have our fourth degree Taylor polynomial, 1 plus 1x plus 1x squared over 2 factorial plus 1x cubed over 3 factorial plus 1x to the 4th over 4 factorial. So that would give us our first 5 MacLaurin polynomials for e to the x. Now, sometimes you'll need to write those out without the factorials. So let's just do a quick review. Obviously, 2 factorial is 2 times 1, which is 2. 3 factorial is 3 times 2 times 1, which is 6. 4 factorial is 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, which is 24. So if we just arbitrarily choose one of these, let's take the fourth degree Taylor polynomial. That could also be written as 1 plus x squared over 2 plus x cubed over 6 plus x to the 4th over 24. So just realize sometimes you'll have to write that out.